I think when you play professional football, you realize that this game is so much bigger than yourself. You can have a major impact on people. What I realize is people like Logan end up having a bigger impact on me than maybe I had on him.
Not in the water.
I never met him, but I still feel like we're connected to this day.
Logan was such an easy kid. He was so full of energy. He was a delight to be around.
You know when I said, because I fell down?
Ever since he saw football or was just introduced to it, he took a really big interest in it.
At a very young age, probably 7 years old, he sort of made the decision that he was going to be a Carolina Panthers fan. We went numerous times down to Charlotte and given the opportunity to cheer for the team that he liked. He also expressed interest in Christian McCaffrey.
He just fell in love with Christian. He fell in love with his resilience, with his desire to get that extra yard.
He would save his allowance so that he could buy Panthers apparel, but his favorite jersey was number 22.
To Logan, it was just like a superhero. He was just in awe of Christian.
It was early January of 2020, just prior to the outbreak of COVID. Logan developed sore throat, fever, and some other signs that he might be suffering from a virus, so Christina ended up taking him to the ER.
He was diagnosed on January 17th of 2020 with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
You know, you're horrified. You go through a period of denial. You just can't even believe it.
Logan received very high doses of chemo. And he just kept saying, I'm stronger than they are. I'm stronger than this. I'm gonna get through this. I love it. And then Christmas morning, he got sick and we took him to the hospital. And he ended up going into a coma.
I found out about Logan through a distant friend of mine who had sent me a letter and said that Logan was a big fan of yours. Can you sign a few things for him? He's currently in the hospital battling cancer. And so I signed a few things, and sending a video was the least that I could do.
What's up, Logan? This is Christian McCaffrey. I just wanted to wish you a very speedy recovery. I just want to say I'm thinking about you, I'm praying for you, and you're inspiring me with your fight. So, as always, keep pounding, buddy.
Christina played it for him at the hospital and is absolutely certain that Logan, you know, heard it.
And I remember that day he had tears rolling down his eyes. And I am convinced that Christian's words were the last that Logan heard. When we finally realized that we lost our baby, we thought about how we were going to honor him. And we couldn't think of anything else besides putting him in a McCaffrey uniform.
A few months later, I had heard that he passed away and he got buried in my jersey. That hit me like a ton of bricks because when I started finding out more about Logan, it just made me proud that, you know, I was associated with somebody as strong as him. Reading his obituary, that's when I found out Logan wanted to provide a charity and a foundation for kids in hospitals, and he wanted to do that through gaming systems.
How much goes into this?
He had an Xbox briefcase in the hospital with him, and it was huge for him to have an outlet.
He was able to talk to all his friends, and he's able to play with his friends, and he said, I feel so privileged.
He said, wouldn't it be great if we could put together some sort of a fund so that we could gather PlayStations and Xboxes for as many children as we could
I thought, what an amazing idea. This is what we have to do. We have to call it the Logan Project, and we got to honor him and get as many gaming consoles in hospitals as we can.
It was unbelievable that this superstar really wants to honor Logan and carry on his legacy for him.
We're still very young, but the Logan Project, we've worked with 9 different hospitals. We want to get as many hospitals around the country as we can. We want to make sure that every kid battling sickness in the hospital has an opportunity to communicate and to have fun with their friends through gaming consoles for as long as possible.
It's just indescribable that the exact individual that was his idol would step in and offer to make sure that Logan's name is never forgotten.
You know, there's definitely been times where I think about him on the field, but to me, Logan was so much bigger than football. Just having that selfless attitude and being able to make a negative situation positive. I would argue he's impacted me much more than I've impacted him.